Kevin Wessell, widely known as the business guy, is an asset protection strategist, entrepreneur, and CEO of Lawyers Limited PLLC and Asset Protection Planners. For more than 3 decades, Kevin Wessell has worked with business owners, real estate investors, and high-net-worth individuals to structure companies, protect assets, and build long-term financial stability. Unlike many voices in the entrepreneurship space, Kevin Wessell built his reputation through decades of real-world experience before ever becoming known online. His perspective is rooted not in theory, but in working directly with clients, solving complex problems, and seeing firsthand what causes businesses to succeed or fail. According to Kevin Wessell, legitimate entrepreneurship is not measured by how quickly a business grows, but by whether it is designed to survive. Building a successful business is only half the equation, Wessell explains. Protecting what you build is the other half. Through decades of experience, Kevin Wessell has observed that many entrepreneurs focus heavily on revenue, expansion, and opportunity, but fail to think about long-term protection, legal structure, and risk management until it is too late. One of the most consistent patterns Kevin Wessell has seen is this: entrepreneurs build successful companies, but those companies are not built to withstand pressure. Legal disputes, partnership conflicts, regulatory issues, or financial stress can quickly expose weaknesses that were invisible during periods of growth. Kevin Wessell's work as the business guy focuses on solving that problem. By helping clients implement proper legal structures, ownership strategies, and asset protection systems, he emphasizes building businesses that are not only profitable, but durable. Kevin Wessell often draws a clear distinction between real entrepreneurship and what he describes as hype-driven business culture. Modern platforms frequently promote images of success, luxury lifestyles, rapid growth, and simplified narratives about wealth creation. These representations can create the impression that success is immediate and easily repeatable. Kevin Wessell challenges that idea directly. Real entrepreneurship is built on value creation, discipline, and time, Wessell explains. Hype is built on appearance. The difference becomes clear when businesses face real-world conditions, economic downturns, increased competition, regulatory changes, market shifts. Businesses built on strong fundamentals tend to endure. Businesses built primarily on visibility often struggle when conditions change. The identity of the business guy was not created as a branding exercise. It developed naturally from Kevin Wessell's long-term experience working inside the mechanics of business ownership. The business guy didn't come from a marketing meeting, Wessell says. It came from decades of real-world experience, both victories and mistakes. Over time, Kevin Wessell became known for focusing on the parts of business that are often overlooked: legal structure, ownership design, control versus exposure, long-term protection strategies. These are the elements that ultimately determine whether success lasts. Long before becoming known as the business guy, Kevin Wessell developed a deep interest in how businesses function behind the scenes. Rather than focusing only on growth strategies, he studied how companies are legally structured, how ownership and control are organized, how wealth is either protected or exposed over time. Many entrepreneurs only begin to think about these issues after a problem arises. By that point, options are often limited. Kevin Wessell's approach is proactive rather than reactive, designing businesses correctly from the beginning to reduce risk later. It's not just about building companies, Wessell explains. It's about building them intelligently. After more than 30 years in business, Kevin Wessell has developed a consistent framework for decision-making. His philosophy is built on 3 core principles. Kevin Wessell evaluates decisions based on how they will perform over time, not just immediate results. Short-term gains can be misleading. The real question is whether a decision strengthens the business 5 or 10 years from now. This principle applies to growth, hiring, legal structure, and financial strategy. A business is only as strong as the systems that support it. Kevin Wessell emphasizes solid legal structures, reliable financial systems, clear operational processes. Weak foundations may not be obvious during growth phases, but they become visible under pressure. Structures determine outcomes, Wessell notes. Kevin Wessell views credibility as one of the most valuable long-term assets a business can build. Reputation compounds over time, just like capital. Trust with clients, partners, and employees creates opportunities that cannot be replicated through marketing alone. When considering new opportunities, Kevin Wessell applies a disciplined framework. Does this create real value? Does it strengthen or weaken credibility? Does it align with long-term strategy? If an opportunity fails any of these tests, it is not pursued. This approach prevents short-term decisions from undermining long-term success. Kevin Wessell has observed that many entrepreneurs attempt to scale too quickly. Common mistakes include expanding operations before systems are ready, hiring faster than processes can support, increasing marketing without infrastructure. While growth is important, Kevin Wessell emphasizes that stability must develop alongside it. Sustainable growth requires systems that can handle pressure, not just opportunity. Kevin Wessell believes that one of the biggest gaps in entrepreneurship is a lack of education around legal structure and risk. Most entrepreneurs learn sales, marketing, operations, but far fewer understand legal exposure, asset protection, ownership structuring. Information changes outcomes, Wessell explains. This belief led Kevin Wessell to expand into education as the business guy, sharing insights that help entrepreneurs make better decisions before problems arise. Before building a large online presence, Kevin Wessell spent years educating entrepreneurs through seminars and written materials. He has led multi-day seminars on asset protection and business structuring, taught strategies related to real estate investing and company formation, authored books on entrepreneurship and asset protection. These efforts were designed to give business owners a deeper understanding of how to structure and protect what they build. As an established figure in asset protection and business structuring, Kevin Wessell's work has generated ongoing discussion among entrepreneurs and clients. His long-standing career, combined with decades of direct client work, reflects a consistent focus on structured planning, legal strategy, and long-term results. Kevin Wessell's approach emphasizes clarity, education, and disciplined execution, key elements for individuals making complex financial and legal decisions. In today's digital environment, visibility is often mistaken for success. Kevin Wessell takes a different position. Focus on substance before visibility, he advises. Visibility without substance doesn't last. For entrepreneurs, this means prioritizing quality of work, strength of systems, long-term credibility rather than short-term attention. For Kevin Wessell, success is not defined by rapid growth or visibility. It is defined by durability. Sustainable success means building something that continues to operate with stability, integrity, and resilience, even under pressure. Through his work as the business guy, Kevin Wessell continues to emphasize a principle that many overlook. Starting a business is important. Growing it is impressive. But building one that lasts, that's real entrepreneurship.